Hello guys, and welcome to the 200th episode of Hate It or Love It Movie Reviews. That's right, we made it to 200 episodes. I cannot believe it. I got this far. I was going to do a special video and everything like that, but with time schedules and everything like that, it just didn't connect. But I'm reaching my 10 years soon. And I'm going to start doing a special video when I hit my 10 years. I can't believe I made it this far. We got to this point, and I want to say thank you to all the supporters out there, everyone that helped me throughout my years, that watched my channel from new to old members. Thank you so much. But today I went out and I saw The Running Man. Did I love it or did I hate it, or is something in between? We'll find out today. Let's go. Hello guys, it's your boy Jeremiah The Revelous here. It's a new day, it's a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing the 2025 Running Man movie. So the Running Man movie is not really a remake of the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It's more an adaptation of the Stephen King novel. The Arnold Schwarzenegger 87 movie is loosely based off that novel. So, but still, when I heard they were gonna do this movie, I wasn't really excited about it because I am a huge fan of the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's probably one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. And hearing they're doing this, I was like, I really didn't care. But when I heard they were gonna put Glenn Powell in this and Edgar Wright was gonna direct it, I kind of got a little bit intrigued, and I heard they were going to base it more off the book. So it wasn't going to be like a huge remake of Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie. So I was kind of getting on board and kind of getting excited about it. But then when I saw the trailers, I was like, yeah, I am not feeling this movie at all. I was like, I don't know why I want to go watch this. But a lot of people were like wanting to go see this movie. I was hearing a lot of people, oh, this movie's going to be great. I love the trailers. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling them trailers, And then when I heard about the mixed reviews that were coming out, and, a lot of people that were so psyched and so happy to go see it, they end up not really liking the movie too much. They did like it, but not as much as they thought they would. So I was like, And then I went and I watched the original Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I was like, this is a classic. Let me see how this does. So I went into this movie with the most lowest expectations you can have. Like, it was like really low. I was expecting just to walk out of this movie and hate it. But guess what? I didn't. I actually did enjoy it. It was actually a surprise. Very surprised. Like, I actually did like this movie. Because is way different than the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. So if they say this is more based off the book, I was like, okay, I could see the complete differences between the two. And I was like, wow, this is a lot different because you got Glenn Powell as Ben Richards. He lives in the slums, he's from job to job all the time because he's always messing up. Everybody keeps like firing him over the most dumbest shit. And, he has a family that he has to take care of, and his little daughter, she's sick, and they don't really have the money to get her the meds and get her to a real doctor. So he decides to join the Running Man. And the way the games are, I like the rules of the game. Like, they have to survive in 30 days. And not get caught by the hunters. It's cool because try to blend in with the crowd, like get disguises, and and the way you win money, if you cause enough havoc, you make a ton of money. If you kill any of the hunters, you make a ton of money. So you get bonuses here and there if you survive the day. It was based like we were watching TV show Survivor, or like Rat Race or something like that. So it was really cool. It really felt like a, like a game show that we will watch today, And but then I was saying to myself, well, if you hide out throughout your 30 days somewhere, you will win, right? No, every time I think of like easy ways to actually beat this game, it's like it makes it difficult. It's something that happens that just makes it difficult for you to just do it easily. And I thought that was very interesting. And Glenn Powell, he did an amazing job. He did great. I liked him as Ben Richards. And the funny thing is, what I didn't like about the trailers where I felt like the movie was the way they did it was like, it looked like a funny comedy movie. But when I watched the movie in its context, it wasn't like that. It was very like, it had a lot of grounded moments. It was very high-pack action, very tense at times. You're wanting Ben Richards to survive this and the other runners. So the comedy in there was like very loose, like very like natural. It was like spurts. It wasn't like it was a goofy, funny movie, which I thought that was going to end up being. And I really did enjoy that, and I really did like how Edgar Wright established this world, because you got the hood and everything. They're in like another quarter of the areas, and then you got the high class people. It's like literally bordered up. It felt like, the differences of when you go into this area to that area, like how completely it changes. The broadcasting stations are the ones that run the whole world, and how everybody comes together to watch this show. And I like how Edgar Wright did that. But the only problems I had with the movie was I thought the movie was too long. Like, this movie clocks in at 2 hours and 15 minutes. They could have easily made this either like an hour and 45 minutes or an hour and 50-minute movie. They could have easily made it like that. And I think it would have been a lot better, because a lot of times it was like a lot of emptiness in the film. And also, I didn't like the fact there was too many side characters. And then the side characters really didn't. They did little things here to move the plot, but you didn't get to know any of these side characters. Like, I just trying to figure out like how he met this one side character, and then the other side character for me wasn't really important. For me, I end up forgetting one of these side characters. I wish he would have stuck with them longer, because I felt like there was more of a connection with them. But the rest of them were just like throwaway characters versus like, And then also the other runners, compared to the original 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, they were really no help at all. Like he worked alone all the time. You don't even need them in there. You could have completely cut them out of the movie, or not even introduced them and just had the runners go out. And to me, it would have been a lot better. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work right. And then there were certain scenes that I feel like it should have been more tension. They should have built up, which they didn't build up, which I was kind of a little down about that. But another thing I do like about the movie, I like Josh Brolin as Killian. He is different than in the original, because Killian in the original is also a producer. He runs the Running Man, but he's also the host. This one, Josh Brolin is more in the background. He's the CEO. He's not the host, which I thought that was going to mess things up for me in the movie, but it didn't, because the host in the movie was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, he was pretty cool in the movie, so that didn't mess it up, and I really like Josh Brolin's role in this movie, which he did great. Even though he wasn't in the movie too much, he did a really good job. But overall, like, it was a fun movie, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I thought this movie was better than I expected it would be. And I advise people to check it out. I think it's a solid film. But what do I really think about this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hater? Is something in between? Well, I'm gonna give it a swag. That's why I give it a swag. Like I said, I did enjoy this movie. Glenn Powell did a wonderful job as Ben Richards. I like his charisma, and I really believe that he's going to be a great action star. Like, he did an amazing job. I really liked his character in this movie, and I liked how the game was formed and how Edgar Wright kind of changed the movie and made it its own entity and not a complete copy or ripoff of the original Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I did really appreciate that, but my only problem was that the movie was too long. Side characters weren't that great, and I wish they would have built up some tension throughout certain scenes. But overall, I had a good time. And I advise you, check out this movie. If you were one of those people that were like overhyping this movie and like too excited about this movie, you may get disappointed. But if you're one of those that had very low expectations and you go into this like I did, I think you're going to have a good time. I really think, because it's not a bad movie. I really had a good time, and I think you would too. So like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about The Running Man. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was something in between? Let me know. Matter of fact, let me know in the comment section, like, what is your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? And also, thank you guys for supporting me, for supporting my channel. You know, I can't believe I made it to 200. Let's make it to 200 more. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you when I see you. Peace.